Welcome to episode 19 of the Laced Up Podcast. Here with my co-host. I'm Freaky Phil, of course.
It's your boy Bola.
Y'all ain't on point, man. Catch the rhythm, man.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna do it again.
Oh, y'all really starting?
Oh, we ain't had to start. We was gonna roll with it.
I thought you
Let's roll with it. Let's roll. We live.
Who is
That's
this?
them.
Wait, Steph here.
It's your boy Bola.
Y'all are messing up. I'm Bentley.
And if you look over my shoulder, we have some beautiful art that is on display. And every week we'll be having some beautiful art that you guys can see in the background. But I want Bentley and Steph to go ahead and give you guys some information on that.
Our Jordan painting is from Travell327. That's on Instagram. He does do custom paintings, mostly canvases. So holla at him if you're looking to get some custom work done, or even want to purchase the painting that's here on set.
Yes, and then we have Kaminsky Art on Instagram, Kimmy for short. This beautiful canvas painting of this young lady. She does a lot of canvas, a lot of print. She has a lot of merch for sale. I mean, she does literally everything, designing sneakers. So all of these are for sale. Whatever you guys want, let us know. Hit us up.
Shout out Kaminsky. She's been on the episode of Laced Up 19 times. So,
Right?
that's our girl.
She's a part
That's
of
our girl. But without any further ado, let's get into our very special guest, Miss Julie. Welcome to the
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel special.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Gracing us with
know.
that
We're
presence.
Thank you so much, Julie, for coming. So for the people who don't know much about Miss Julie, let us know what you do and how you do it.
Well, first off, I'm a mom. That comes first before anything.
Right,
And then
definitely.
after that, I am a creative director. I kind of like to call myself like a visual architect.
Okay.
And an entrepreneur. Yeah. So.
Awesome.
Okay.
I've heard that visual architect word a few times. I think Virgil uses that word a lot
Yeah.
also, doesn't he?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's-
I just
I've
like
heard-
it.
I've heard
I think
it
it's like,
before.
something different.
Could you
versus
explain it, like go into more detail, like as far as like the meaning of that?
the meaning of visual architect? Okay, so I think a creative director is more so like on the forefront, what people typically, in that industry say. But for me, a visual architect is, bringing art, culture, music all together into one, and turning it into a visual stimulation,
Gotcha.
through hearing, like sounds, and through vision. So that's where I
Gotcha.
come up with a visual architect.
I like that.
I feel like I've definitely taken pictures in front of a few of your murals. Outside of a couple, I think there was one on, what was it, Westheimer Leopard Lounge? I think you
Yeah,
did
so
something
we
there.
did Leopard Lounge
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
thought
that
that
was
was really
pretty
dope.
cool.
So what goes behind you putting up like the murals and like the thought process that goes into it, and how you put your like own touch on things?
So I think it just depends on what project I'm working on and who is like hiring me to do it,
Yeah.
and from there, collectively, like we come together, like, what would you like done here?
Yeah.
And, from there, I kind of just take it on with my team, and then we come up with concept, and then it just goes paint
Yeah.
to walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
That's
total
awesome.
murals have you done?
I really have no idea.
That
I've
many?
never counted. No, it's been quite a few here in Houston, and more so last year when I had my first Playhouse.
Yeah.
The concept of that was bringing, murals on the inside to the inside of buildings rather than the outside,
okay.
so you can
Right.
touch, feel, and see the different paint strokes and everything on the inside versus the outside when you just like drive by.
Right.
I wanted to bring that, to life.
Yeah. Tell us more about Playhouse, because you're on number 2 now, right?
Yes, this is my second one right now. Yeah.
So what made you think of or start Playhouse?
I think for me with Playhouse, it was more of a concept that I came about of like moving here to Houston. I moved here 3 years ago, and I wanted to bring something here that nobody's done before.
Yeah.
And for me, I have a love for, art, but art in a sense of, everything, and not just physical art and formation, but like, you know, like I was telling you guys, music, like incorporating that in culture into the art. So I came up with the concept of Playhouse. I found this house and I knew I wanted to just deck it out with everything that was in my head, you know? And so it kind of just came about, okay, I got this house and I'm just gonna make it kind of crazy, you know, and bring all the colors I see to life, you know, and make the house me. Yeah. So that's where Playhouse came about.
That's dope.
I haven't been yet. I feel bad as a friend.
You know what? And I feel like, I haven't, and I feel like I've said like I'm coming. I promise I'm gonna come up there, and I still haven't been yet. Yeah. We all gotta go.
Yes,
we're gonna all pull up together.
Lace up to come and take some nice dope pictures.
So myself, I'm selfishly, I got excited about the whole Travis Scott mural that the shoes that you painted everywhere. So like, talk to us, like, how did that start? Because there was a lot of stuff even leading up to that.
Yeah, so I got a call from the guys from Nike, and you know, I do a lot of work with them. They're like good friends of mine too.
The guys at Nike?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
good.
Nike,
That's
and
good
so they hooked
I call
me
him
up.
Phil.
So yeah, I got a phone call about the sneakers app. So for the Travis Scott Astroworld, they were highlighting like different Houston artists and all that stuff. And so they had contacted me, and you know, they wanted to do a day in the life with me.
Oh, wow.
So we
really
did
cool.
that, and then one of the artists that I always work with, he and I came up with an idea of having, since Nike was coming with sneakers, like doing something really dope for Astroworld. And that's where we came up with the concept for all the sneakers, the Travis sneakers, over at Lost and Found.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we did that so that they could film it, you know, and then it just stayed up there.
That's dope.
That was really dope. I took a picture over there a few times.
Yeah, it's super dope. Yeah, and Colors did it. Yeah. So he is really dope. So I came up with the concept and let him just roll with it, like Astroworld. Let's highlight sneakers, you know, with Travis. And then it was super dope because I don't know. I think one of the shoes, it glows in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the shoes.
Really?
Yeah, they glow in the dark.
I didn't
Was
know
it the
that.
Sixes?
I think so.
The Sixes.
The green ones.
Yeah. They glow in the dark. They do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If you go over there and charge, well, I don't know now. It's been a year. But before, if you put your phone with the light up, it'll glow.
How was the whole experience, like, of the like you were showcasing like the sneakers app? Like, how was that whole experience? Was that like what you thought it was going to be, or?
Yeah, it was cool. They just followed me around for a day.
Yeah.
They came to my house. You know, they wanted to see my shoe collection at my house. You know, and just followed me around a day of, you know, what I was doing. And actually, at that time, I was hired to do the Leopard Lounge.
Okay,
So we were over
That was
there.
really cool.
Yeah,
Some
so
of
it
my
was pretty
favorite places.
cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
How does it feel to get a call from Nike? You know what I mean? Like just knowing the people at Nike, like that's like every sneaker person's like kind of dream to be connected like that.
It was pretty cool. The guys are super dope though. They're awesome. We still keep in touch now. And then it kind of like connected me with the Jordan brand guys, you know. So now I have like a good relationship with them.
Awesome.
So I've been trying to
Right.
get sneakers.
I would have like a Playhouse and Jordan like collaboration or something.
Yeah,
No,
you
seriously,
know
that would be dope.
We've been talking about some stuff, but COVID happened.
Yeah.
You know, and they had called me to help them actually bring Jordan brand women's more, like, you know, because Houston's their #1 market, but they don't do anything here.
Wow.
So they
I think
wanted
that's
to
interesting though.
It's
Like,
crazy.
how do you not do so
Yeah.
much here when we're like
'Cause
buying up all these?
Because we don't have,
Everything.
the problem is Houston doesn't have a Nike flagship, right?
Yeah.
Dallas has a
Yeah.
Nike flagship.
Crazy.
And us being like one of the #1 consumers, and especially when it comes to sneakers, even apparel,
Yeah.
we don't have anything out here in Houston.
No, I think they're trying to bring it here though. So, you know, I got the phone call, but then COVID happened. So, you know, they're not even in the offices right now. So once I guess COVID clears,
Right, that's
hopefully
right.
I can help them,
Yeah.
you know, do some really dope stuff here.
So as we're talking about, you know, like women having a more presence in Houston, from your perspective of, you know, your creative landscape, what needs to happen in Houston for like women to have more of a prominent space?
I think it's just like, for me, I'm not from here, right? So coming here
Where are
is
you
kind
from?
of like,
What's
I was
that?
born and raised in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, but I spent 10 years
She
in
said,
Europe.
she said Baston.
Yeah, and then I fluctuated. I lived all over Europe for like 10 years.
Okay.
That was my
that's
past
cool.
life, though.
Yeah.
And then I came here 3 years ago, and I kind of came here and was like, as a woman, an entrepreneur, businesswoman, like what can I do for the city here? Because I'm more so like, what I like to do is like give the people something, So for me, it's always like, what can I create here that's different, Because I like to stand out, like, I like to do my own thing. I don't want to do what everyone else is doing. But I think for women, it's more so like stepping out of your boundaries, like your comfort zone, and not feeling like, emasculated in a sense,
Gotcha.
where you're in an industry that's dominated by men, I kind of just don't care. I'm just like, if I want to do something, I'm just going to do it,
That's
know?
right.
But you don't know until you do it whether
Right.
you're going to fail or succeed, right?
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, like, you're going to succeed, if you put forth the effort.
Yeah.
So for me, I think, my advice for other women, like entrepreneur and businesswomen, is what can you do that's different than everyone else, though? In a sense of, just putting yourself out there
Yeah.
and just going for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that advice. So I heard you say that Nike wanted to come in and see your shoe collection. Let's talk a little bit about your shoe collection. Are you just a straight Nike person, or are you all over the place? Give us a description of your shoe collection.
I'm kind of, my shoe collection is very eclectic.
Okay.
Yeah, so I love sneakers, but I do have Nikes, I have Adidas, I have, like whatever. I like sneakers, I like heels, but every day, if you know me, my Instagram, I wear sneakers every day. I'm more of a girl that's comfort, right? Like I know how to dress up and put heels on, but for every day, like if you see me on a normal day, I'm running around in sneakers. I prefer Nikes though. Let me just say that.
Okay, that's one.
If I had to choose one,
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Nike.
Okay.
Yeah,
So a young Julie, let's say in middle school or high school, what was your shoe game looking like back then?
Middle school, high school. So I was a Nike girl.
Girls, okay.
Yeah, but you know what I was wearing in middle school? Like Nike Cortez, because my mom and dad, they're like from Vietnam. They're over here like, listen, you're gonna get whatever. So like, Nike Cortez was it for me. I had them in every color. But then I started getting into Jordans. And then
Being in Boston, how did that work?
I really don't know. Like in Boston, I was between Jordans and Timberlands, honestly, because it snowed a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I was that girl. I had every color Timberland boot. I'm just looking at baby pink to baby.
Oh, okay.
Being in Boston, you never caught the New Balance wave?
No, it's crazy.
Really?
I never did.
Did all your friends?
No. My friends were wearing like literally Jordans, or they were wearing Superstar, like Adidas. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really different. But I grew up like in a different atmosphere. It was like I went to like a private school,
okay.
So it was kind of like we were just floating around, whatever.
Got you.
Gotcha.
So when did your palette for sneakers like change? Because you went from Cortez, and now I know you wear an extensive line of expensive sneakers. So when did that change then?
I think crossing over from high school, like getting like in high school, because at that time, like my boyfriend, like was a sneakerhead, and then I'd get into sneakers. He'd get me sneakers, and then when I got out of high school, I actually ended up getting married, and my ex-husband played basketball. So it kind of just like went hand in hand. Whatever sneaker came out, he was like, here. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, And then I just like, my love for it changed over time. And then I became, I guess, a sneakerhead.
Speaking of basketball, I just wanted to tell
my
people that
we would have told
last
everybody
night-
that Steph was a McDonald's All-American. That's what you were about to say?
That is
That's
true.
what you were about to say, right?
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Still was a McDonald's.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next question. Now that we have you here, one of my questions was, go ahead, finish it. Phil.
No, Julie. Just the how do you feel about the inspiration that you give other artists and lady entrepreneurs, not only around Houston but around the world? How does that make you feel to know that this little private school going lady from Boston is inspiring people like everywhere now? How does that make you feel?
It's funny because when you say stuff like that, I always think to myself, like, I don't feel like I inspire other people, because I feel like what I'm doing is just what I love to do, right? So from the inside, like me looking out, I don't feel like that I inspire other people because I really don't know. I'm just doing what I love, right? So when someone says something like that to me, I'm like, oh, I don't know.
You know.
I feel like, I do what I love, and I try to do it in a sense where it's like in hopes of inspiring other people to step out of their boundaries and, do what they love. I'm, so appreciative that I'm able to do that every single day. I get up and I do what I want to do, and I'm able to make a living off of it, so I don't know.
Something to think about.
Just like,
I think that you need to take a step back sometime and just look at all the photos that are tagged for your Playhouse and look at everyone's emotions. I mean, like, people are in your space, like, super excited about what you have going on. So give yourself a pat on the back sometime about it.
For sure.
Yeah, I just don't see it like that. For me, I guess it's just like, and it's so funny because people always ask me like, man, like, how does it feel, And I'm like, I don't know because I live it and see it every day that it's so normal to me that I guess I don't get the chance to see it from another perspective, because I live it and breathe it every day. It's not out of the norm. Yeah.
Well, that's.
I had a question for you.
Go ahead.
As a curator of art, right? How do you put your wardrobe together? Are you a clothes first or shoes first person?
So it just depends on what I'm doing.
Okay.
It depends on what I'm doing. So, but typically, once I know what I'm doing, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna think about my clothes first. Because I think my the shoes, I have like enough options. Yeah. So I kind of go with my clothes first. Okay. And then from there, I do my shoes.
With that, with you being like a creative director and everything, have you thought about, and I feel like I've seen you like do some like designs on your own sneakers. Have you thought about designing your own sneaker?
I actually did, and Bentley had called me about this.
She was part of my experiment with my shoes I did too.
Yeah.
Oh, really? When you brought on the show?
When you was fading them?
Yeah, we had threw around a couple ideas together. So
so it was during COVID. I got bored and I bought like a whole paint set for shoes, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start painting on shoes because I was so bored and I was just stuck at home. Yeah. So I had thought about it. And then too with like my publicist, she's like, we should try to get you with like a shoe collab and stuff like that. I would love to.
That would be dope.
Yeah,
I
can
know
see
what
it in my future.
It would be.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have no idea. Probably some Air Force Ones, just because I'm a, like
the all-black ones?
I don't know. I'm such a classic girl.
She ain't trying to rob nobody.
You got to bring Black Forces back, Julie.
This
You
comes
can
up
do it.
every show.
Yeah.
You can do
talk
it.
about these Black Forces.
You want to bring Black Forces?
Just somebody got
Hide
to
your
bring
wallet.
back.
Julie,
Hide
your wallet.
they really messing with me, Julie, because I have on Black Forces today. I wore them on purpose.
You about to hit a lick after this,
Oh
right?
my God.
Listen, all you gotta do is post about it.
That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta
So put
do.
a fly fit together and
I
post
know,
about
right?
it. And get enough of us.
You probably
If
could.
we all wore Black Forces right now, I'm pretty sure
we can make a way.
start the
I
wave.
think
Gonna rob a bank
Julie's
after that.
influence will have more influence than us.
Right. We'll go with it.
So real quick though, the couple months ago, you did the family like collab through
Yes,
Playhouse
with Fab.
With Fab. I mean, how did that come to fruition? What was
He's
that
a
like?
good friend of mine. And so when I did Playhouse last year, he was like one of the first people to come in there, and go through. And then when I did this one, it just so happened he was coming to town again. And so we got on the phone and I was like, hey, come through. And he was like, hey, we should do like a dope collab together, for your grand opening. So it just came.
Sick.
Yeah. And he's never done collabs with like people like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So, he just loves like art too. The art, the culture.
He matched everything in there, didn't he?
Huh?
He matched everything in there, didn't he?
Fab, he got the fit. I admit, if
He
anyone
gonna
else
find a
has
paint
the
in there and match
fit,
it.
I was looking at the
has
pictures
the
like, he
fit.
had something for
And it's so
everything.
funny because he hit me up and he was like, man, Julie, I went to my storage unit and I have so much stuff from like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. He just keeps all of his outfits. And he was like, what are we going to do? I was like, let's sell this shit,
Yeah.
So after COVID, I think we're going to try to put something together and get all his fits out. But I told him he
All
needs to
of
bring
his
them
stuff?
back, Like,
Yeah.
He got to bring
Some
that.
of his stuff he could bring
Some-
back, but some of it he got to leave it
Nah,
there.
that 5X jersey, he got to leave in the storage.
Hey, no, I did see he was digging in the crates for a bunch of his forces though.
Yeah, I
He went
seen
through-
that.
He
I
went through
seen
like a
that.
nice little run there with his
Yeah.
forces. That was dope though.
yeah. So I was like, man,
brought
you
some
got a
gems
lot of
back out.
stuff.
Yeah, because it's what wears it one time and then
Yeah,
goes
I
in
don't think he
storage.
wears the same thing
Yeah.
over again. But he gets like full fits though. I don't even think he wears the same sneakers twice like that.
Probably not.
No,
Nah,
You don't
probably.
either
That's
though.
crazy.
I do.
Oh, I was about to say, hold on, Julie. Whoa.
Either though.
I
Whoa.
do.
So what's next? Like, what do you want to do next? What's on your list of things to do? Another Playhouse? You want to do something different?
Yeah. So what's crazy is Playhouse. I've just done it here in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
This is my second one here in Houston, but I get so many people from out of town coming. You know, it's like one of those things because Houston is like you do the bars or the clubs, and there's kind of really nothing else for you to do unless you're gonna go shopping.
Yeah.
You know, so they come to Playhouse and they're like, "We need this in my city. Like, you have to come here." And I'm like, "Whoa, Detroit!" Like, you know, like all these
Yeah.
places. I'm like, Detroit, DC, like, you know, it's a lot of like up north places, and they're like, you know, you need to come here. LA, I get LA all the
Yeah,
time,
for sure.
and I don't mind, you know, traveling and doing it somewhere else. And I think in the future, I see myself going other places. But you know, I kind of started here in Houston, and I've made it like a home base here. And I do want to open something here that has more longevity, though. So I want to really
need
do like a dope. I have a dope concept of what I want.
Yeah,
to do.
don't say it on.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
say it
not
on
gonna
air.
say it because
Yeah,
I already
don't
know.
say it on
People
air.
steal
Just send us
so
an
many
invite.
Oh,
ideas.
yeah.
Swagger
from me.
jackets.
It doesn't even
Yeah,
make any
for
sense.
sure.
We're not even gonna go there. But yeah, no, I have a concept of what I want to do next, and that's something that's like, you know, more standstill. It's gonna be in place, you know, because Playhouse is just popped ups.
Yeah.
I pop it up and then I'm done and I go to the next spot. But I do want to open something that's just like here with longevity for the city, for the people.
How much longer is Playhouse here for?
So Playhouse 2 is here until September.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
And
it.
it's
Couple
like
months
long hours. Like, it's not your norm, like, pop-up. It's
Yeah, because
to like 2, right? And it's a lounge,
well,
kind of?
12, but
12.
it kind of varies over. We let people just like, you
Yeah.
know, go over. But yeah, so this time I did it where people could hang out. So last year it's kind of just like you come, you take pictures, you chill, you leave. So this time around I did it more of like a hookah lounge.
Oh, okay.
Too. So it's got its lounge feel where you can stay for hours if you wanted to, and it's BYOB, so it's kind of more like a chill vibe, you know, and you can spend more time there. You know,
A hen dog.
That's it.
Yeah. Bola, since you stopped smoking them cigarettes, you can go in there and
Oh,
smoke.
He said what? Nah, I'm good.
Nah,
They
that's
ain't call you
beautiful.
Freaky Phil for nothing because you freaked the black and mild.
So, Julie, you brought some kicks today?
I did. I
Ooh,
brought a
okay.
few of well, yeah, what was in the front of my closet.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
In the
Gotcha.
front.
She gave us the convenient pool.
Oh, okay.
Man, they're probably
Listen,
still going to be sick.
I know. I
already
didn't
know.
want to go deep in there. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm busy, okay? I'm so sorry.
no, you
guys.
good.
I made it here, though.
Right.
Okay?
You did. You did. And we
I
thank you
made
for
it
that.
here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So the first pair,
That's your first pair, huh?
The first pair.
yeah, the Chunky Dunkies.
You come out throwing like haymakers.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
I love these. These are fun.
And it looks like you wear them.
I do.
That's a good
I wear
thing.
them all the time. That's what's crazy.
How did
I
you
just
get
feel
them?
like
You
How
wear
did-
your sneakers.
How did you get them,
I wear my
Julie?
sneakers. Can you like they're crazy?
That's good.
How'd you get those, Julie?
So I had to call my special friend Jordan.
Oh,
Special.
I did. I called my special friend Jordan, and you know it's hard because Jordan and Nike it's separate. But
Right.
then once you get to Nike, it's the SB division.
Yeah.
It's all these
Yeah.
divisions.
Oh,
so
wow.
I had to like. He was like, I don't know. I gotta call my guy at SB. But he came through.
Wow.
Shout out to Ramsey. Thank you.
Right.
Nice.
Hello,
So,
Ramsey.
and then
Hey,
I ended up
Ramsey.
with the
Hey.
It's the
Jordan.
laced up crew.
yeah.
We like shoes too.
Right.
Thank
We
you.
like
He was
sneakers,
why? Yeah, so then I got those. I love those. I wear those all the time.
Yeah, those
So
are
It's
dope.
like so comfortable.
Yeah.
Skateboarding shoes are comfortable.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this. Look at the tongue, Steph.
Oh,
Look at the tongue,
Wow.
Steph. Hey, Steph, look at the tongue.
look at the
Union.
tongue.
I did.
Oh, it's only one of
you
them.
got one
down,
tongue.
one up.
I didn't
Thank
have
you.
two.
Oh, we're torn because I keep mine down and he's always on me about.
Oh, so like 1 and 1.
Yeah, one and one,
Me.
yeah.
You gotta let the
I
tongue
don't
out.
know why. I kept
No.
it like this. I don't
What'd you do
know.
with the stitching with the other one? Remember we had talked about that?
I
guess
threw
you
it
did.
away.
Oh,
What are you
see.
supposed to do with it?
I kept it.
I was talking about.
To do what?
I
Cause
seen people.
I'm
I seen people like.
restitch it.
Oh, restitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
really?
across the
Restitch
Wow.
on the top of the tongue because it gives you that yellow accent.
He sent me a video of that. I'm still not doing it.
That's too much.
But, you know,
No,
just
I
a
literally
suggestion.
did 1 and 1
weekly
because I was
thing.
like, you know what? I don't know. I was
Yeah.
torn because I had asked him. I called him. I said, Bentley, what do I do with these? Because I didn't know, but I love these.
Yeah.
Nah, those are
I
dope.
wear these all the time.
Yeah.
I wear these all the time because I literally love black, and I just throw them on with like a sweatsuit, and I just run out the house. They're
Gotcha.
comfy. They're cool. And the next ones, it's funny. I brought all Nikes. Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Travis.
Straight up.
Travis Scott. These are fun. These are comfortable. I was concerned when I first opened the box because I actually got these from the guys at Kith, and I was confused because I was like, they're so dirty.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I opened the box and I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Because
Were
it's
these
like-
used?
Let me
I
see.
had to read up on it.
It's dirty.
It's dope.
I had
These
to
are dope.
read up on the reasoning behind that, and I
Yes.
was like, "Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
get it now."
Yeah.
Did the stencil?
didn't
Did you do
know.
the stencil?
No,
I'm
not going
surprised
to?
you didn't.
These are dope.
they're comfy.
I like these as time goes on.
Me too.
Yeah, you know,
Like,
I didn't
first-
like them at
Yeah, you
first.
didn't.
I was like, I don't know.
I didn't either.
I
But
like
now
those.
as time has went on, I'm
I
like,
think
this is
I
a
throw
cool
it on
shoe.
with a sweatsuit, and it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's all
I
right.
did not like these at all.
Nah,
in the
these are
beginning.
dope,
I
man.
think they're cool.
Yeah.
And they're light.
Yeah, they
I
are.
don't like, for Travis's shoes, I mean, I wanted the ones. I never got them, though.
Yeah,
I know, that's
still
one
want
pair I never
those.
got.
Yeah.
Who can get those for me? Okay, so I'm going to go over to these. These are not Jordan or Adidas, but these I love. Yes. So these are special to me. These are the Chanel Pharrells. And when I tell you, these are, I don't know. I feel like I should have never worn them.
I was about to say
They're a
you
statement
wear
piece.
those.
But
Oh,
these
yeah.
are
Oh.
me as a shoe. So if
Yeah.
I was a shoe, I would be this right here.
Yeah, I love.
They're
those.
fun,
Yeah.
you know, and they're kind of crazy, and they're like, colorful. Like there's writing all over them.
I'm saying now you like to have fun. Every shoe you said it's fun. Yeah, it's
I
dope.
I am plain Jane when it comes to certain things, you know, but my shoes, I feel like I have fun with my shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
I have fun with my shoes.
Fire.
Those are dope.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So the
Oh, they're
next
candy.
are,
Man, these are
I
hard.
thought they were leather.
so these are
Yeah.
fun. Once
Oh,
again.
yeah, for sure.
These are
Colors,
colors. Yeah,
yeah.
these. Yeah, I love these. They're worn. See, I didn't
A
even
good
clean
blazer.
my sneakers when
Yeah.
I
No,
got
you
here.
shouldn't.
I literally told you guys I grabbed.
Are
what
you?
was-
Do you keep them the way they are normally, or would you clean them?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't ever clean my shoes like that.
You never clean
Me
your
neither.
shoes.
I need to, but I
I
don't.
don't.
Wipe.
I just,
I just like. Worn,
I like
right?
the worn looks
Yeah.
though, because I feel like they're too new. You kind of just like.
Nah, I gotta
No,
clean my
look at these
shoes.
guys.
I'm so bad.
I gotta
Yeah.
clean my shoes.
Like no, just
I have
wear
to.
them and keep them.
If I don't clean my shoes, I don't feel right.
You see, I don't know. See, the girls
Yeah.
are really like,
No.
shoot on time
No.
for that. Listen, I'm putting them on. I'm at the house. Okay, so these are my original favorite Jordans right here. I
Wow.
had to bring these
Definitely.
because they're just my favorite.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Everybody
Classic.
like around our age has a
Have
Concord
to.
story. I mean,
Yeah.
like a Jordan 11 story. Excuse
Got
me.
to.
Like everybody.
That's a craze.
Yes, I
These
have
are
these in
crazy.
every single color.
Yeah.
I just brought these.
Okay. Is that your favorite colorway of the 11?
Yeah, black, red, white. My favorite. I love black though. Anything black and
In
red.
Columbia, it's my favorite.
Yeah, what's yours, Phil?
Columbia.
Yours? See, mine's a Concord.
Really?
Yeah.
All the classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. You know what? I forgot to bring some ones.
Oh.
I'm
Which
a ones
ones,
girl. That's what's
though?
crazy.
Yeah.
If anyone knows me, knows I'm a ones girl, and I didn't even bring a pair.
So
of
what's your
ones
favorite
today.
pair of ones right now you have?
To be honest, I don't know. I love them all. They're all the same to me. They're just different colors. I don't
Yeah.
know. Don't judge me
Right.
because I said that, but they're literally all the same. They're
They
just
are the
different
same.
colors. Like if
For the most part.
wants to judge
Disappointment.
Finley always has something to say.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, Julie. You brought some heat. These
Killed Bentley. Okay.
definitely killed Bentley.
Bentley keeps getting bumped down by
I
the
know,
ladies.
right?
pushed
I'm
down.
gonna be at like the bottom.
Taking them
bottom.
down.
I think it's one of those things that everybody knows I'm here now. That's why they're making it a
gotta top it.
statement
Definitely.
point to be like, I am gonna go shit on this nigga when I go on this show. Like that's what I'm gonna do.
Definitely.
That's not true. You have a great shoe collection.
Definitely he does.
For sure.
Definitely does.
We won't talk about that. But hey, but I will take over Instagram soon, and we will see all of that. So we'll see one
Oh.
day. Soon.
We're gonna get Bentley
Announcement.
sponsored. I'm gonna get you sponsored. You can get-
Work on that.
Wow, Julie. Well, you really blew Bentley out the water.
Yes.
as we come back
Here
into
for it.
things. Pretty much everybody that comes on from here on out is gonna blow Bentley out the water. But nah, thank you so much, Julie.
Thank
This
you guys
is
so much
dope,
for having
dope
me.
Thank you for
collection.
coming.
But before we get out of here, of course, we have to tell what we have on today. So, Steph, you first.
Nike Sakai's is my go-to, all white and gray.
Yeah, dope. What you got on,
I
Julie?
got my off-white Nike.
Yes, girl.
What you got on, Bentley?
Ooh, Redwood 14th, 2005.
Oh wow.
Years.
Yeah.
He's going back.
What you got? What you got,
Off
Bolo?
white fives. Shoe of the year.
Okay.
Fire.
So I wore all black forces.
Hide your purses, hide your wallets,
Show
guys.
the details of it, though, at least. So we can take it
I was
easy
about
on
to
you.
say, you can't
They
just
They not
say
just
that.
the regular joints.
Yeah.
They not the
Yeah.
regular.
Not the regulars.
I did it on purpose because
They have
they're
some-
always talking about people with black forces. I want to change that stereotype.
But what's wrong with people who wear black Air Forces?
It's not that I have to say about them. It's what the world says.
What does the
it's
world
the
say? I
stigma.
haven't
They
heard
steal.
That
They say they play defense like Pat Beverly.
And I'm trying to change that perspective. So that's why I wore a lot of yellow and everything.
I know
So
we
you know,
mad.
yeah, man.
They
So
straight.
yeah, I
the
wore
memo.
black forces on purpose. So
Where's my wallet?
Everybody, he wore black forces because last night he had a couple 30-point games back to back. That's what he really wanted to get off.
No, that don't have nothing to do
Give
with
him that. We will give him that.
that. Don't have
He had
nothing
a
to do
trophy
with
and
it.
everything.
I steal your
All right.
wallet and steal the game.
Okay.
Well,
We got
Julie, we thank you so much for stopping
Yes.
by.
Thank
We
you.
know you're super busy. We're all going to take a visit. We actually need to go together,
Right,
y'all.
right.
You guys
Come
have-
together.
I mean, we can go on Saturday for my birthday, just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it next Saturday?
This Saturday.
This Saturday. So we should sing happy birthday to you like right now then, right?
I mean, we can.
Let's go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steph. Happy birthday to you. Julie, give them the address for Playhouse.
1735 Westheimer Road.
Yeah. Pull up.
Yes.
And that's been episode 19. We out.
Hey.